Hey, we got another Grom video, and today is the day we're going to get some work done. I have all the parts that I need, and hopefully in this video we can get a large number of them knocked out, and hopefully get this thing going by Saturday. We got the Saturday Night 100, which is a 100-mile mini bike ride through Phoenix. Definitely want to take this. If not, we'll do the scooter, but we've got all of our parts here. Kind of show you what we got real quick. I know previous videos we kind of gone over a little bit, but I'll be brief here. So got the new head with the larger valves, ported, polished. This is the old jug. I still need to take some parts off of there and transfer it onto the new jug and piston for the 149 kit. We got the oil cooler, got a breather, some tubes for the breather. Got our gasket set. We've got our expanded capacity fuel line, some head nuts. I've got my rear 38 tooth and my front 14 tooth. We've got that light thing, kind of went over it. We won't mess around with that right now. We'll get the bike running and all that stuff, and then we'll play around with that. For the clutch, we've got some springs, got the plate here I was waiting on, and a new premium gasket. What I want to start out doing today is not only getting the jug on the bike here and kind of this part right here kind of taken care of, you know, get the head on, maybe not the oil cooler, I got to paint that still, but hopefully get that. But also I want to get this cleaned out. I got some degreaser. We'll clean it up. We'll see if these lights in here function still. If they do, we'll keep those ones in there because those have held up really nice. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe make some cutouts right next to them. So what I'll do, what I'm thinking of doing anyway, we'll actually see what happens, is cutting out a portion from like right here over, and let's just say we start here, cut, stop. And what I would do is take one of these, lay it with the lights facing down. That way I would have a nice surface here in here to secure it to, and it would still be able to shine down, which is kind of what I want. I have a lot of light all going into this area here, but I don't have a lot that shines down on the ground. So we'll get that done. We'll do a little bit of wiring. I actually have a ton of extra LED strips in here. I can't even tell you how many kits I've bought. And I think that's about it. All right, we've got the under panel here outside. I do have some engine degreaser, multi-surface. You can't use carb cleaner on any of this kind of stuff. I'm not even sure if this is going to ruin it or not, but we'll find out. So what I want to do is just spray just a whole bunch of it. Just kind of let that soak, and then we'll come back, scrub on a little bit, rinse it off, see what happens. Doesn't have to be super sparkling, but I want to get rid of some of this extra oil, and it's just not a good look. There we go. Alright, we'll let that sit, and we'll be back. Okay, so I moved spots a little bit, and as you can see, we've already got some deliciousness coming right off of this. Haven't even scrubbed on it yet, just been spraying it. Put a little bit more on there, scrub, and hose it down. Yep, motion is detected. Okay. Oh yeah, this stuff is working really good. In fact, let's see here. Wow. That looks really good already. Well, this is one job that actually seems like it's going to be a lot easier than normal. Usually stuff is harder than you think it's going to be. I'm not looking for perfection. I just want to get most of the oil and grease and road crap out of here. Then maybe we'll start cutting on it. Perfect. Okay. So, obviously, world's better than what it was. And I can actually work with it now without getting filthy. I'm just gonna set this to dry. Okay, I think something really easy we could do, real fast, fuel line. So this is the upgraded fuel line. And let me show you, the connectors are a little different, the way they connect. So the new one, you squeeze, and if you can see right there, each side together, it separates those. So once I get the other one off, I should just be able to slide this on. I don't think have to push those. They look like they're gonna self-open and lock. And we kind of got the same thing going on here. Sorry about the cars. I live on a busy road. But yeah. And then the old fuel line is just, it's tiny. It's this guy right here. Let me get the light on it. If I can. There we go. So right there is the connector, and it looks like I just push up and that will unlock it. And I should be able to pull this hose out, which runs down here. And let's see, right here, so down, along, and right into the injector. And it looks like the exact same kind of clip as attached up top. So if you push up on that maybe, or fold it out, but we'll find out. Okay, so little finagling and I got it off. There's two little clips inside there that have to separate and pass the little lip here, but that's it. So the fuel line is right here. It's a little grommet right there that slid right into a little metal, oops, sleeve back there. Get the light again. Right there. So we'll try to run the line through that, but now that we got that unhooked, we can kind of pull this one through, I guess. Alright, doing the best I can here with the camera work, guys. This one-handed is not easy. Just gonna push that through. And there it is. Yeah, a little different connector. All right, well, after doing both of these clips, I feel like I'm an expert now at it. They're actually not that hard. There's the old fuel line, just to give you a size comparison. That is quite the difference. So this should have a nice, satisfying snap right into the stock little plug here. See if that works. Boom! That was very satisfying. Hope I never have to take this off, because that's going to be a pain in the ass. I'll take that off. Alright. I swear, every time I'm filming, only big trucks drive down my road. Okay, so got the other. Where's the other part of the? Oh, there it is. Here's the other part of the line. And pull that slack a little bit. What's up, dude? I'm filming, buddy. I'm doing some work to the motorcycle and I'm filming. You want to come say hi? No. No? Okay. Nice satisfying snap. And there it is, guys. There is the expanded fuel line. Hey, buddy. Come. Oh. So my son decided not to join us. But yeah. So we can come over here and let's see here. Let's actually got a couple of updates. So we've got this, as you can see, it's dry, a little clean. Got the pieces cut right here. So what we'll do is where'd they go? Here's one. We'll position the light, so the light will shine down, and we'll position, actually on this one we have it, we're gonna use this one more. So we'll put this one right here. And we're going to secure it over like so on both ends, and then in between right here as well I'm going to put some more epoxy, some clear epoxy, which is holding these in. This one right here I didn't have to make as big because I'm actually going to bring this out a little bit with these two supports here that are holding up really well. That's how I'm going to attach it there. And also something I found out is I had a bad control unit which was making my bottom lights really dim. So I took this unit out and replaced it with an extra I had somewhere around here. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. So I had an extra. And now the lights are super bright. So that was probably part of the problem. I thought they were just getting dirty and the heat was starting to degrade them, which I expected, but no, they're holding up great. So I will be back once I get this all set in and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, so I've got some aluminum weights on, just kind of some tacking with the epoxy right now. We're gonna do more filling in here, all sorts, just kind of getting these to where they'll stay down, and then I'm gonna reapply another coat and hopefully these won't go anywhere. Okay, so let's get this old piston off and take a peek at it. Right here, you can kind of see little, maybe this will help. You guys can see that there are little detonations, mainly right here. I do see a couple right here. Very slight though. I mean, really struggling to see on camera, as you can see. If I hold the light maybe to the side there, you can see a little bit better. But so that is a fuckered 149 piston. And this is a fuckered high compression 125 piston. Look at the size difference, huh? You can obviously see what's wrong with this one. But yeah. Okay. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this new piston in and let's do this. Getting ready to put the jug and the piston and everything on, and was double checking the instructions on the gaskets, and I do have the upgraded gasket set, and that is these guys right here. So what he's telling me is the black one's going to go on first, then the copper, and then the paper one. So it's going to go like so. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the copper one down here with the copper gasket spray. It's good stuff right here. Okay, we are making some progress. I'm just getting the piston ready to insert. So we're gonna push piston down the jug a little bit and connect it to the rod here and get this show on the road. Okay, so learned something new today. I hate putting in wrist pins. The first one, I probably struggled for 30-45 minutes, and the next one, 2 seconds, popped right in. So who knows? Anyway, piston is all attached. We are ready to sandwich this. Let's do it. There we go. All right, putting this guy back on. Oh, sorry guys. I'll get later. Okay, so the head is back on. However, I've got a feeling it's going to be coming back off here for another head gasket. I might have fucked this one up bad. So I don't know if you noticed in the last scene, I put something in wrong and it came back to bite me in the ass. I'm not going to disclose, well, all right, I'll tell you what, the chain tensioner, the guide, I had it in upside down. I'm going to own it. I fucking did it. I realized it though. However, I did really, I think I might have messed up the head gasket, so not the biggest deal, I guess, but we're going to put it together. I did the best I could to see if I can save it. We'll find out. All right, we got the radiator cooler, got the outlets there sealed off, and let's see how this goes. Some high temp paint. We'll do quite a few coats. All right, just let that kind of sit there for a second. Come back to it. All right, well, we didn't get nearly as much done as I was hoping, but we'll end it on this session here, or episode, or whatever you want to call it. What we did get done now, like I said, not as much as I wanted to. I made a lot of mistakes. Things took me a lot of extra time because I had to learn. I've never done things before. Definitely found out I don't like installing piston wrist pins for some reason. I had some problems with getting the jug and the head on. Might have fucked up the head gasket. We'll find out. We got started on this right here. So this is drying, and we still need to do some more mods and more epoxy. But we also fixed a lighting issue. I found out I had a bad module. So one of them wasn't putting out nearly as much power as the others. And that might have been why my battery was draining. So we'll find out. We started by putting a coat of paint on the oil cooler here. However, another mistake I made is I didn't think the oil cooler had any kind of paint or coating or anything on it, but apparently it did, because when I sprayed it down with carb cleaner, it started flaking off really bad. I thought I'd cleaned most of it. However, after painting, it looks like it's still starting to show through. So I don't know. I'll wait for this to dry. Maybe I'll put a couple more coats on it, see how it looks. I mean, I do like everything to be perfect on this, but it is going to be honestly mounted under here. It's black. We'll see. If it looks decent, I'm not going to mess with it. If it looks like complete garbage, I'll put it in some paint stripper. We'll strip the entire thing. It's going to take a long time, but we'll do it right. So I think that's it. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot for me. But until next time, guys, thanks for joining me.